I'm here with Cristal, one of the stars of the film. How do you feel?
I feel great. Honestly, it's just exciting just to be here. We worked really hard on this project. We had a great cast. We have Phil, who's amazing. He makes everything happen. He's the magic, honestly.
You sound like your character right now. I hear that you're philosophical in real life.
Yes.
Did you draw from that for your character?
You know, Phil really wrote the characters based on ourselves as well as like Phil himself. So I don't know, I feel like we're all a little bit of everybody. I think you can see yourself as everyone in this film.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're that center in a lot of friendships where you're kind of like
the voice of reason?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I am the voice of reason. No, you know, but I mean, I think it's always easier to dish it than to actually, you know, live by the things you say. But I do try to live my life in a certain way. I think we all do, right? Yeah. We're creatives and we have to always, you know, give ourselves, you know, that pep talk and that energy. And the only way to do it is by living life and seeing other people make mistakes and then kind of like helping them through it. And then you help yourself in a way. Right?
Yeah, I felt like a lot of the film was letting the characters go through what they needed to go through, but supporting them along the way.
Yeah, I think that's really important.
What do you think, what do you hope the audience takes away after watching the film?
Gosh, good question. I really like that. I would say I hope that people just see themselves in this film, and it doesn't matter if like you resonate with one over the other. I just really hope that they see a piece of themselves and maybe that they feel good when they leave. Yeah, that's what I hope.
That's amazing. And what did you think about adding Colombia as this huge part of the film?
Oh, gosh. So I was, before Phil told anybody, me and Phil had the conversation about Colombia. Wow. The film started off with me and Phil. Me complaining to Phil that I don't get to go out there enough as an actress, right? I'm usually on your end. I'm usually hosting, and it's great. You get to ask these amazing questions, and you get to ask people about their lives, and that's great. But sometimes you want to be on the receiving end. And I, you know, was letting him know how I felt about that. And he was like, well, you know, Phil, if anybody knows Phil, he's one of those people who's like, well, let's make it happen. Yeah. And so that's kind of how the whole thing started. I was voicing my, I wouldn't say I was complaining, but maybe I was complaining a little bit about how, you know, I moved to LA and I'm not even doing acting at the time. You know, I was working doing COVID stuff, and I was in this cold garage, you know, doing my COVID stuff and freezing outside, and he was just like, well, why can't we do it?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, fine. And I honestly thought I should have known better, but I honestly didn't think it was going to happen as quickly as it did. But then he was like, Colombia, and I was like, really, Colombia? And I was so concerned, but he just has a way of making you feel, I don't know, he talks about things with so much life that like you get on board right away, and even if you have concerns, he's just like, yeah, forget about it.
Do you feel like making the film changed you a little and you took something away from it along the way?
Oh God, Colombia was amazing, and I really loved how loving and, you know, the one takeaway that I got from Colombia was people, they really talk to each other. You go out to a bar, you go out to have a cocktail, to dance. It doesn't matter what it is. You show up and people are just interacting with one another. I would say that would be the biggest takeaway that I got from doing this film, is to be more present. Yeah. And I know we talk a lot about it, but honestly, we don't do enough of that.
Yeah.
Just like being like right here and having this conversation and just being face to face with each other and just like being in this moment is what's important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I hope you enjoy this moment right now.
I really am. I really feel so blessed to be here, honestly.
Well, thank you so much. You're so lovely to talk to.
Thank you. I appreciate it.